Walton. We are lucky enough to be with Walton Smith. He's heading a huge project, and he was with his team and with a company with Allen Hamilton.
Yes.
Okay, you got award of the Open Enterprise 2.0.
Yes, sir.
Okay, regarding your Hello with Allen Hamilton.
Exactly.
Program. Okay. What I would like to, it's a great application.
Thank
it's
you.
a great example of what is really, let's say, the model, by some sense of usage of technology for Enterprise 2.0.
Sure.
You are demonstrating what is really your motto. Enterprise 2.0 is just methodology, it's not
Correct.
technology.
Correct.
Okay. Now, the questions I have for you is first. Clearly, it appears that you are kind of an entrepreneur regarding Enterprise 2.0. It's not easy in a 23,000
Sure.
employees company and consulting firm, very structured, let's say.
Exactly.
Okay, to go this way. Well, how did you achieve that? What are your recommendations to be an entrepreneur and to succeed?
Sure. You need to figure out how the tool is going to affect, the application is going to affect the organization and help us work to work better. I was able to make a business case to our leadership team that as we continued to grow, we needed to find better ways to find the right person at the right time to solve the challenges of our clients. In the past, Outlook was our de facto collaboration tool. It was great when there's 3,000 people, hit reply all, and you could find somebody. But as it doesn't scale, and we all get way too many emails in our inbox, and people just have stopped responding to things of that nature. So we needed a way that would engage our users to be able to start to build some of that information. We rolled out SharePoint, which does a great job for some of the structured collaboration. It's built around the Office suite, but it doesn't really tackle finding that right person or unlocking the tacit knowledge, which really drives the success of a firm. So we took a step back and said, let's not worry about the technologies. Let's look at what are the business drivers, what are the things we'd like to be able to do. Finding people, we think of our firm as really just a group of people who create intellectual capital, who form communities. And if you find the right person, you should be able to find the communities and intellectual capital that they built on it. And that was kind of our motto. We looked back and found that there's lots of authoritative content within the firm already that we could pull from. So rather than ask people to go in and fill their name and their education over and over again, we pulled from PeopleSoft, we pulled from SharePoint. And that giving us a foundation for when the people went on the first time, they saw that there was content there and there was value. So we launched, and as you said, in August 1 of last year in San Diego, and currently we've got about almost 41% of the firm has added content to the site, and it's growing at about almost 1% a day, which is really exciting.
And let's say since you were embarked in this program with a team and battling sometimes
Sure.
with your CIO, battling with IT authorities, not battling, negotiating.
Yeah, no, working with them.
Working with them, okay. It's clear that as of today, after 1 year, you have, let's say, about 2,500 connections a day, okay, something like that,
right.
okay, which is great,
right.
Okay. Do you foresee already some key benefits for you as an organization?
Yes, we're working on coming up with more codified ROI numbers, but the investment was so low, it's pretty easy to show the return. So we've got great examples of where things have been successful, but to me the true barometer is going on the site and see that our people continue to add content, that our searches continue to grow, that the amount of content that's showing that it's evolving and moving forward, and people are continuing to request new functionality. I truly think that my job will be over when my inbox stops getting new, or our forum discussions about what functionality they want stops. Right now, the firm is still hungry to have more and more functionality added to it, and it's my job to balance that functionality with our budget, with our timeline and things, to be able to be adaptive to our users, but understand that it needs to be Enterprise 2.0 functionality.
But to achieve these results with more than 350 communities, with a lot of connection, let's say, you were escorted by your change management team.
Yes.
Okay.
Change management is more than half of my budget because it's transforming how we work as a firm. In the past, he who had the most information had the power. I truly believe in this economy, it's the person who has the most connections and the ability to link the right people will quickly grow into the right person. So we truly see that as more and more functionality comes up, one would worry that means I have to have a larger and larger team. But what we're finding is learning and development or HR or IT are adopting, saying, this is how we want to do our onboarding process. So we've got teams that are already in place, they're doing onboarding, of saying, we want to use your tool to do our onboarding. We'll take responsibility for that. To me, that's the sweetest victory you can get. You're going to a team who is hesitant to talk to you at first, now saying, we're building our onboarding process around your tool. That's where you know you're getting the success, is because other parts of the organization are incorporating your tool or your application into their day-to-day working. So I can take one less person off that change management task because I've already got that team in charge of bringing people on. We're going to hire 5,000 people this year, and with learning and development, onboarding and teaching them how to use the tool and showing them how to fish as opposed to here's the fish. It's awesome.
Now, maybe the last question, let's say, looking forward a little bit in terms of development, you mentioned some point, but now, since you are really embarked in kind of a business,
Sure.
okay, dealing with knowledge, capabilities, and talents, okay, connecting talents, let's say, what is the challenge for an organization for you, because which is big, okay, and you are a group of talents could be outside of your organization.
Sure.
Say, how you are going to maintain this kind of corporate identity while focusing a lot of the persons.
Sure. Well, I look at it two ways. One, it's really exciting because our customers are facing the same problems that we're facing. The majority of our clients are the federal government. Obviously, with the economy being like it is, the problems we have, they're facing more and more challenges every day. They have the same demographics we have, where lots of the people who've been here for 15 years are starting to retire. The new workforce is demanding more functionality of their systems. So what's encouraging to me is our customers are coming to us and say, it's awesome what you've been able to do, can you help us with that? And they say, I want hello, or I want a wiki, or please give me some E2O. They don't quite understand what the tools are yet, but they're excited about unlocking the potential. So we're taking it as more of that change management methodology approach to go into them and say, what is the structure you have, what's successful, how can we build upon that? And so it's energizing what we're doing outside, but it's also keeping us abreast internally of what are the new tools and technologies that we can add, not for just a cool functionality's sake, but more to improve what we do.
So you are really, let's say, working on this co-evolution of organization and technology.
Yes.
Okay, this is your motto.
It has to work together.
Yeah.
I truly believe that you have to have a community that's willing to collaborate for any of these applications to work. You can have the best tool in the world, but if it's not built into their day-to-day work, or they're passionate about sharing information, it's an uphill battle. I truly believe if you have a community that wants to share information and they're collaborating with their two arms tied behind their back with the tools they have today, if you give them intuitive tools, the information will flourish.
Thanks a lot, Walton. I think it's a great application, and let's say Bruce Allen and Milton did a great job through your team.
Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
Appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of the conference.